Okay, well, you should have by now gone back and tried to fix all of the problems that I pointed out to you with your paraphrasing. But you should have at least 20 paraphrased sources here. Ooh, these are from my six, and I actually had to find another website because I couldn't find enough for 20 for mine. And so, what I'd like you to do now is I want you to uh, with what you've got, highlight it all. And one way you can do that is just highlight, this corner right here, or just click in that corner right there, hold down the shift key and go to the diagonally to the bottom right corner and just copy it, Control C, or you can right click and copy. And then I want you to go to your Google Classroom, and in your Google Classroom, there's another link, and that is to this document right here called Organizing Your Facts. And I'd like you to go to the very top one right here, 1A or A1, right click and paste. Okay, so there you have all of your stuff right here. And so once you've done that, I got to move this thing here. Once you've done that, you're going to see that you've got everything that you've written should be here. Don't worry about the fact that it kind of looks weird. We're gonna fix that. Kind of strange. I seem to have lost my titles here, but we'll fix that later. Okay, so now that that's done, that's there. We're going to deal with that later. We're going to go back to it next week. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go right down here, and you have this little arrow right here. You click on this arrow, and I want you to rename this. Instead of sheet 1, I want you to call it data or facts or whatever. Give it a name, data or facts. But I just want to show you how you can rename things. You just hit enter. Okay. Now, I want you to create a new page in the spreadsheet. And we'll talk about why we're using spreadsheets later. But this page, you're just going to click on the plus sign, and you'll see it says sheet 2. And on this one, I want you to give a specific name. Again, you can click right here, choose rename, and you're going to call it bibliography. Okay. And with the bibliography, you are going to, if you've been in my class before, create a bibliography. And the way that you're going to do that is you are going to probably, the best thing to do would be to take A and B and spread them out. Go back to your Google Doc, go back up here and highlight your sources, right click and copy, and then go back to your spreadsheet, and then just again in 1A, right click and paste. Okay, and there are my sources. I can just write up here, sources. URLs, really. Okay, so what I'd like you to do with this is I'd like you to click on the web page to open it. Okay, here's my first web page. It comes from The Guardian, and of course they're throwing all kinds of weird stuff at me right now, which I'm going to say I'm okay with that. And I'd also like you to open up another web page, and this one is a link that you're also going to find, and it's called CloudSite. I just found this today. Finally, there's a citation, bibliography citation thing that actually works without throwing a whole bunch of ads at you. So this says CloudSite is no longer maintained. We recommend that you use an alternative source. Okay, whatever the case may be. For right now, let's just use this. So we're going to click on website. And this part about enter website link, please don't use this because generally speaking, what it puts out is not good stuff. It's not correct. So I want you to click on manual citation. And with manual citation, I want you to go back. Okay, so let's just look at what we got here. We've got first name. Wow, this is the author. Now, if it has an editor or translator, you can choose one of those. But let's just see if this page has an author. And it's also got URL, publisher, title, and website type. I don't know what that means, but don't worry about that one. Month excess, day excess. As far as that goes, I would just put for that one, just for all of them, unless you did it recently, April, and then 2020. Oops, doesn't give me the year, so I guess I'll have to type it. Okay, so, and then we've got month published and day published and year published. So let's take a look at the web page, the first web page that I have. And let's see, is there an author here? Doesn't appear to be an author. We might find one later. All right, so the name of the web page is Emboldened Wild Animals Venture into the Lockdown Cities Worldwide. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to here, and this is the title. You can do this in any order you want. And Control C, Control V. Remember that. Control C for copy, Control V for paste. And then I'll go back here. And, well, actually, I'll go back here to get the URL because I've got it on full screen, so it's kind of hard to see. So I'm just going to copy this and put the URL right here. And let's go back to the web page and let's see what we've got. Now, remember, for those of you who know, you get the publisher and the date usually at the very bottom of the web page. So if I go down to the bottom of this web page and move this thing out of my way, there it is, Guardian News and Media Limited. That's the name of the publisher. Okay, it's always down here. You just look for this copyright sign right here. And generally speaking, you're going to find it at the bottom. So let me go back and sure. If you cannot find the publisher, and apparently I didn't copy it, so let me just undo that. If you can't find the publisher, just use the name of the website because 99% of the time it's the website. So I'm going to copy that, go back, and publisher, paste it. All right. And let's go back and let's see if we see anything. I have a feeling that there's an author to this somewhere. Let's see. Oh, there's pictures. No, it doesn't. It appears to be the staff that authored this. So if there's no author, you just leave it blank. Yeah, I don't see anything with an author. So just leave the author blank. But if you do, oh, here's the author. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this as best I can. If you can't highlight it, just type it up. So I'm going to copy this and go back. And this is the easy way. I'm just going to paste first name, drag and drop the last name. All right, so let's see. I've got the author, I've got the URL, I've got the publisher, I've got the title. We don't have to worry about website type. I go back and let's see. Since these are mostly news articles and these are mostly current, you're definitely going to want to find the day, date, and day, month, and day that it was published. So you can see right here, it says 22nd of March, 2020. You don't have to do the time or the Sunday. But okay, so March 22nd, 2020. So I'm going to go back. And the month published was March, day 22nd, 2020. Okay, and you can see this is cool because it's just all set. It's all done right there. It's waiting for you. And you just click on this thing right here, which is copy. Copies to the clipboard. Go back to your spreadsheet, and right next to it here, paste it. Now, you notice what's something interesting here is that it's going sort of off the screen. And that's one other thing that you can do right now. And so just watch this. You just click right here on the B. We'll just call this bibliography up here, or bibliography entries. I want you to do that. And if you click on the B to highlight the whole column, you can go right up here to Format, go down here to see where it says Text Wrapping, and choose And there it is. Okay. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the next one. And I'm just going to copy this and go back to, hold on, to this. Click on save and then just start again with the next one. And manual citation. Okay, and if this is too much and it's too fast, what I'd like you to do is just go back, start at the beginning where I started this whole thing about the bibliography, or further back if you need to, and just pause. Do what I showed you to do, play. Pause, play, pause, and play. Okay, because this is pretty straightforward, and so by the time you're done, I'd like to have you get all of the sources in the bibliography entries so that they're all right here, and so that way you'll have them when you're done. Okay, and that is your job today. Thank you.